Part 2. So now we need to put something in here so that there's a place for the NFC to go. So I'm going to grab this cylinder. Not like that. We'll just put it there and then drag it over. We'll make it smaller so you can still see all that stuff, hopefully. Okay, we'll go to top view, click on the top, and then stretch it out so it fills in the whole circle. There we go. And turn it green. So that's what that looks like. What's it look like on the bottom? Like that. Okay, looks good. So we'll click on it and we'll click this green and we'll push group again. All right, let's make sure that it did that. Yes. Control Z to undo. Make sure our words are still separate. Yep. Control Z. So now to export. Okay, first we're going to change our silly name to Keep Sailing 2025. And so we push this green and we push export. Then we push STL. Okay, we wait down here in the corner while it does it. Sometimes Tinkercad can take a minute. Come on. You can do it, Tinkercad. I don't know if it's a cloud thing or what. Maybe there's a lot of people on Tinkercad right now that it causes it to be a little slower. Because when it's 3 a.m. and I'm working, everything goes much faster. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. So that part went, and then without moving anything, we just click on the pink and we push export. You don't need to rename anything. It'll just rename it with a 1 and 2 and 3, no matter how many parts you have. There you go. That went fast. So now we open Bambu Studio. I'll erase this one that I had already opened. Go to open and let's see, keep right here. We click 1 and then command, click 2, open 2, say yes, I want to load it with multiple parts. Okay, and then you can't see it very well, but right here it has an O for objects. We're going to click for it to split it into objects. And then over here, now it has it in 2 parts. So if I click 1, that's the whole thing. So I can rename this to wheel. And you can change the color. I'll just do yellow. Click somewhere. There you go. Okay. There's the words. Let's change it to black. Okay. Okay, now you don't see them. So zoom in and then move it. So you could keep it like that if you wanted, but you probably don't want that. So you click on it over here and then up here to the scale, not resize, but scale. Okay, so we have the scale. So what we're gonna do, nope, I'm wrong. To the move, we want the move. And then these are your little arrows to move right, move up and down, and well, forward and backward, and then blue is up and down. So you want to grab the blue. If you have a problem seeing it, then just rotate. And then just pull that up. And you can see where the white is coming up. That's how deep it is. So if you go like that, see, it's going to be floating. So that's a problem. So I have these cut out. So maybe around there is where what I do. Oh, hold on. See, we missed a step. Come back over here. I split it. Select both. Merge. Okay, you got to push merge. If you forget, then it won't stay up when you do that. Push move again. It'll just keep falling down to the plate. So now we'll keep it so that the words are buried some under there. And that's it for that. All right, so now the NFC part, what we'll do is we'll right click on here and push add a negative part. We will want a cylinder. Okay, so this is going to be the NFC part. Let me think of my sizing. If it's 1 inch, let's go to settings and make sure, make sure we're in inches, not a metric. Okay, so then go to the scaling and undo uniform. We want it to be 1 inch, so let's say 1.3 just for a little wiggle room. 1.3, and then it's 0.25, so we're going to do 0.3 thick. Okay, so here we have this. That's just not right. That is not right. Maybe I'm wrong about how thick it is, because that is definitely not right. Hold on. Let me look real fast at NFC tag dimensions. Let's see what it is here. What size are NFC stat? Okay, 35 millimeter, 35 millimeter. Okay. Right here. Okay, 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters thick. That's not right. Okay, that's how thick this is. One inch, 25 millimeters. Why do these not say how thick they are? .9 millimeters. Okay. So really I need to know what size of tag you have exactly. 0.9 millimeters. 0.9 millimeters. No. 0. Well, if it's point, maybe it's just 1 millimeter thick. Really? 1. Let's put 1.3 just to give a little wiggle room. Okay. There's our NFC tag. It needs to be in the middle of the object. Let's turn the view. Here we go. We need to make sure that it can't be seen. Get it low. Okay, what we'll do is push center. Make sure that this is in the center. if it lets me. Center. Okay, that allows center, but we don't want that in the center. We want that in the center. Where's my tag? Here we go. Click on the tag and then click move. There we go. So it will be in the center of that. Looks like it fits great. Let's turn, make sure it looks like it should be under there. This might have to be a little thicker, but I don't think so. It looks like it should be under there. Let's click off. Okay, so to check to make sure it's going to be inside of this, we will click preview. Then use a slider and you can slide it up. You can see the hole there for the NFC. Okay. So there we go. So there's the top and then it keeps going. Perfect. So what we're gonna do here is at this top layer is 8, right at 8. So you push this plus sign, you right click. I've got to pause here already. I'm gonna try to delete that. If it lets me. Oh my gosh. 7. It is doing its own thing over here. It's fine. We can leave the pause at 7, put the tag in, then it'll keep going up one more layer, and then it will start going over the tag on number 9. And that's it. That's how you enter an NFC tag into an object, by using a modifier. Let me know if you have any other questions.